If you don't have horse,
right down. What's going on, Winna?
I'm Sanai.
And I'm Auntie Chanie.
Welcome to Growing Up Gooding. Today we have a guest named
Zoey. Hi.
This is my friend from school.
Welcome, Zoey. Thanks for joining us today.
No problem. It's a lot of fun to be here.
So today we're going to be making salt bread. Salt bread is a staple in Barbados to many of our sandwiches, but we call them cutters. The most popular cutters, if you will, are egg cutter, there's cheese cutter, there's ham cutter, and there's a bread and two. And bread and two means that there's two fish cakes in between the salt bread. And fish cakes are a small little fritter of codfish seasoned with flour and fried, and they're yummy. So today we'll make what is needed to have a cutter.
Should we tell them the ingredients to the bread?
So for your salt bread, you're going to need
2.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of flour, a teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of hot water, and some yeast.
I think this is going to be fun because the dough is kind of like Play-Doh for me. I like smushing my hands into it.
That is the fun part about bread. So Zoe, how's your summer been going?
Pretty good. I'm doing a lot of stuff in the backyard, growing some food.
What are you growing?
We have tomatoes, peppers. We used to have blues and strawberries, but they're not in season anymore.
Very cool. Have you heard of Barbados before?
Yes, I have, from just your YouTube channel.
Oh,
That's
cool.
why I'm interested.
Nice. And I heard you have a YouTube channel too. What's it called?
It's called The Meowing Mustache. I haven't really posted anything, just like some childhood stuff.
Okay.
I'm planning on making cookies and stuff.
So you're no stranger to the kitchen either.
Yes, I made my mom a birthday cake in March, and I've made 4 or 5 different types of cookies.
Nice. What is the most difficult thing you guys have baked?
Red velvet cupcakes.
Ooh, red velvet is tricky. How about you, Sanai?
Cake pops.
Also tricky.
Okay, I feel like I have everything, but I'm sure I don't.
I'm going to go heat up my water now. 115 degrees is what you're aiming for. And then we'll throw our sugar and yeast in there. The good thing is you can always wait for it to cool down. So if it goes above that, then you just wait it out.
I'm getting flashbacks from the science fair because of this yeast.
So we're gonna let the yeast sit for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, so we've all mixed our yeast in the water and set that aside. What's the face, Sanai?
Yes, I have.
Your
I
water's
still
hot?
have a thermometer, so I don't know how this is going to turn out.
How long did you put it on the stove?
Not boiling yet.
That sounds like it might be kind of high if you got to not quite boiling. Let's let it cool down a little bit.
Wait, what if I already put the yeast in?
Oh, okay, then we're gonna see how this goes.
It could totally be another science fair experiment. Like,
Yeah.
how hot does the water need to be? How long do you have to leave it on the stove?
Right, so we're setting that aside then. Let's get the bowl with the 2.5 cups of flour. Throw the salt in there and mix it up. This is where the fun starts because we use our hands for just about all of it.
Hold up.
You're gonna put in the oil and you're gonna mix that into the flour with your hands.
So if mine turns out like Play-Doh, what do I do?
Like if it's too stiff,
Yes.
then we start again. Okay, so with your hands, you're going to blend that oil into the flour. Make sure it's
With my hands? Look away.
All right, now you're gonna make a hole. So let me explain what I mean. Basically, you're gonna push the flour to the sides of the bowl so that there's a space in the middle.
How big should the hole be?
Wait, hold on. Am I using the correct sized bowl?
Let me see your bowl.
Oh, no. That's so much smaller than mine.
Oh, dear friend.
I'll use this one.
Yeah, we need a decent sized bowl. You were able to fit 2.5 cups of flour in that bowl?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. As long as you have a space in the middle cleared out, then you should be
I have a hole.
perfect.
Mine is bigger than that.
That's okay. What's going to happen is we're going to pour the proofed yeast water into that middle section, and then we're going to fold the flour into it.
Hello, people.
How are we feeling, guys?
Perfect.
Scared. Worried for the future. That looks so weird.
The proofing, right? This is literally science. It's like frothing, right?
Yeah.
All right, we ready? Do you have froth at the top, Sanai? See that?
It looks like a clear float.
Oh my gosh, no.
There's no foam? I wonder if it's because it was too hot. Look, let's ask Google. Water below 70 degrees may not be warm enough to activate the yeast, but rising the dough in warm room will activate it. It just takes several hours. Water that is too hot can damage or kill the yeast. All yeast die at 138 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means it's dead. Yeah, let's start over on the yeast for you. I'm going to say that you and I should pour our yeast in. Pour it in the middle, directly into that hole that you created. And we're just going to fold that flour that's around it into that liquid.
With hands?
Yep, with hands. And now you're going to slowly add in some of the extra flour that was in that other bowl till it's no longer so sticky.
I've never made bread before, and this is so crazy.
I really enjoy making bread. In Barbados, we eat a lot of bread. There's sweet bread, there's turnovers, there's lead pies, meat rolls. Like, flour is just the thing of choice.
This is cool. I like learning about other cultures and their food.
What's your background?
I'm not quite sure. I think English and maybe a little bit of Irish.
We actually have both of that influence in Barbados.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So once you add your sugar to your yeast water, you're gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes and it should get frothy, and then we'll know we're good.
What if it doesn't get frothy?
Let's try that again.
It's doing pretty amazing. I can grab pretty much all of it in one handful.
Very good. Sanai, how many minutes have we been sitting?
I have no idea.
Okay, how is it looking? Is it frothing any?
Would you like to see?
I would like to see. Okay, give it some more time. I think I've got my ball.
Just got a little bit of flour.
Once it gets to a point where it's still just a little sticky, but you're able to, like you said, grab it with one hand, you're just gonna knead it for about 10 minutes.
Auntie!
Hi!
Can I show you how it's looking now?
Yes, please. Looking good, Sanai.
There you go.
Yes, very
So
good.
now I go with my hands and like fold it over.
So yes, start to incorporate the flour into the yeast. Get ready for it. Get ready.
Oh my gosh. Am I supposed to pour the other flour in as I go?
First, you want to incorporate all of that flour that's in there with the yeast. Mix that all up first. And then once you get to this sticky ball, then you start to incorporate the other
Sticky ball. There's no ball in this. Hold on. What?
going. It'll come.
What kind of ball? My ball is liquid.
Well, mine looks like a monster.
Nice.
Nye, how you doing? Just keep on mixing it in. Y'all,
Mine is liquid over here.
Flour on it.
how much water did you put in there?
A little bit so they can see it.
I don't know.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like that? Look.
Hey, look,
Okay.
there's that flour all over my laptop.
Okay. So Nye. Let's retract our steps and see where we've
Okay.
gone wrong. So we had 2.5 cups of flour in a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And we poured 1.5 cups of warm water that was mixed with yeast and sugar into the center of that bowl, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And we folded the flour
Mm-hmm.
into this liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have all liquid. Okay,
Oh, no.
Do I put the flour in?
your other flour? Sure, add your other flour and see if you're able to get into a dough-like consistency.
Then I would probably add more flour.
Yeah, might as well just bring out the whole flour bag. Zoe, on your side, once you get it to this kind of bowl. You just cover it with a little oil and put it in a bowl and let it sit for an hour.
It's getting thicker, but liquidy.
Keep adding some flour. We're gonna make this work.
Hopefully. Auntie.
Still liquidy?
No, it's
A
like
little bit thicker. I wonder if you
it's
put
thicker, but it's.
too soon.
Is my yeast old? Should I add more flour?
Yeah, add more flour. See if we can get it to a thicker.
This is fun, but mine is not turning out the best.
What?
That means
I'm
there has to be some
It
too.
don't turn out great.
Ooh,
There you go.
there I am.
Are we getting something?
I'm in the spotlight again. Isn't this lovely? This is mine and how mine is going.
All right. All right. It's looking like something, I think.
Ooh, looks like cake frosting.
Why, thank you. Is this how you guys looked when you guys started?
No, I can't.
No, not at all. It wasn't great.
If I have to start all over and I just used all my flour, I'm gonna be mad.
I think we're far past that road at this point.
It's getting there. Slowly, but it's getting there. It might take all night. Who cares?
Wait an hour.
Auntie,
Yes,
get
ma'am.
a plane and fly over here.
The best I can do is Zoom you again on Thursday.
Is this how you guys was looking?
No, not at all. Maybe somewhat.
Maybe a little closer, but you would need more flour to get to your destination.
Can I give up? Just like right here.
Keep going.
Compliment your dough. Find things to compliment about your dough. It'll help it. My dough is doing great. I'm helping you out.
Yeah.
Auntie,
Yes,
is this how yours looks?
No, I cannot say that's how it looks. You know, try till you succeed.
Failed. I'm done.
This is amazing. I love everything about my dough. It is the best dough.
Thanks.
No problem. Water. Maybe it had expired yeast or something.
Dad, can you tell mommy to get more flour?
That's the date on your yeast, Sanai. There's an expiration date here. Make sure that it's good.
Yeast, are you good? No, not even close. My yeast was not good at all. 2010.
It's from 2010?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not you, it's the yeast. We need new yeast.
Dad, we also need more yeast.
The answer is yes.
The yeast was from 2010.
What? It's only 10-year-old yeast. Everybody knows yeast gets good after 10 years.
I'm not sure who that everybody
I
is.
think the dough is ready.
Yeah, so you can just cover it in some oil and then cover it and let it sit for an hour.
Does the oil go on all of it?
Yeah. And then, yeah, just cover it over with a dish towel or saran wrap and let it sit for an hour. Well done.
This is messy. I think it's forming. It just needs to be formed in a bowl.
Think so? The yeast is from 2010.
Who cares? I'm working with what I have.
If you don't have horse,
Right, cow?
Go on the fridge.
Nope, it just sits out.
Great. All right.
I can pick it up now.
Ooh, let's see. Okay. That consistency looks so, is it tough?
It's tough, yeah.
Ah, it looks a little hard.
I'm going to set a timer for 1 hour.
Alrighty.
So you guys, if your thing is like this, check the expiration date.
Good call.
Okay.
I'm so happy I ended up having all the ingredients. I was like terrified I was going to make some flying fish.
You know about flying fish?
Yeah.
I'll be back. So this is how mine looks.
Well, let's see. Let's put a little oil on it. Knead it for a little bit.
Okay.
Ah, there you go.
The first one I started with was flying fish. I wrote about the seasonings and how it can be baked. It can be steamed, baked, or pickled. That's cool.
Yeah.
And I talked about how a lot of other meals are usually served with the flying fish.
Yeah, awesome. And you're doing this for a class or just for yourself?
Just for myself, because I didn't want to show up to the Zoom without any knowledge about it.
Oh, how cool. I like that. Zoe came prepared.
And I'm glad I did because I totally wrote about the cutters or salt bread.
Look at that. You were prepared and you didn't even know it.
Yeah, I had no clue what we were doing. Not until
When they open the world again. Now we gotta get both you and Sanai to Barbados so you can actually have some flying fish and some salt bread and some cutters.
that would be so cool.
Sanai, let me see. You're looking good. I'm
Yeah,
seeing
it's
something.
really good. Making it work.
Hey,
10-year-old yeast. I'm making it work.
are you gonna actually try these when they're done?
No,
Oh,
I'm not. This is 10-year-old yeast.
I just
I
want.
always
So it looks like, Sanai, you probably can cover it in a coating of oil and put it in a bowl and cover it and let it sit for an hour.
see, I love baking.
Me too.
It feels so creative and like energy.
Zoe, you're creative as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like drawing, painting, even though I'm not great at painting. Baking, just putting stuff together and making a masterpiece. That's what I love.
I recently started painting myself. I'm going to send you guys a link. I have a friend who does these online painting classes, and they're for all ages. Her name is Creativeworks by Carlene. And we're back.
We're back.
Wait, Zoe, we're back.
Come back to us. Come back
Recording?
to us.
I'm so sorry. Hi, guys. I just had to wash my hands.
So we've waited an hour. Our dough has risen, doubled in size. And we're going to split up our dough into 8 even pieces. Throw it on a baking sheet. It's going to sit for 30 minutes. We're going to then throw it in the oven. And you don't want them to get very brown. They're usually light in color. And then we'll make a cutter after this. I'm probably going to stick butter in mine. But here we go.
So, really quickly, you guys, I am not doing this part yet. Zoe and Auntie Chanie are. So, go on. I want to see all of this before I do it.
You think Sanai's dough has risen? Put your answer in the comments. See you later.
All right.
Bro, it
Nice.
So the best way to take it out is what I do is I just pull it from the sides, like pull it into itself so it kind of goes back into that ball-like shape.
Look at that.
You got it? You got your ball, right?
I'm
Yep.
scared. I don't want to.
No need to be scared. Dough is very forgiving.
10-year-old yeast does not rise.
All right, I got it into my ball.
Okay. We're going to cut it as evenly as possible. So I've cut it down to like these little sizes.
What if you don't have that tool?
Use a knife. I'm using a knife.
I got a pizza cutter.
I think that would work really well. Oh, you're looking good, Zoe.
That looks amazing.
I'm gonna put some parchment paper on my cookie sheet, but you make them into like this nice little. There we are.
Do we ball them up? Do we ball them up?
Yeah, ball them up. They're gonna sit for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna put them in the oven. You just watch them to see that they're turning a light golden color, and you knock on them to make sure that they're hollow.
Does this look good?
Looks great. All right, so you can cover them and let them sit for 30 minutes.
I love how mine turned out.
Okay, my timer just went off. I have to get my bread now.
All right, let's see how we're doing over here on the 10-year-old.
Okay, so mine did not rise at all.
Let me see.
But this is how much it rose.
Ah, a little bit. You got a little rise out of it.
Can I take it out and put it in my 8 pieces?
Yes, you can.
Auntie,
Yes, you
is
can.
this good?
Yeah, you actually look like you got something. You might actually still have something salvageable, probably not edible, but they'll look like soul breads. All right, time to stick them in the oven.
Really?
Really?
Not yet for you.
You totally rose.
So happy for you.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
They're doing stuff ahead of me, people. They're doing stuff ahead of me.
Are we gonna put them in now?
Yeah.
So remember, mine's 10 years old. I was 1 year old when this was born. Should I spray my hand before I do it?
Or you could put parchment paper on it, but either or.
How long do I put them in the oven?
About 20 minutes-ish. Yeah, you just put them in, watch them, see if they get to that knock hollow state. They don't get very brown. They might get a very light golden.
Ooh, you took yours out, Auntie?
Yeah, this is the color. It's like a light color. And when you knock on it, it has like a hollow sound. And that means it's ready. How are they looking, Zoe?
They're looking pretty good. Can you see them?
I can see them. And when you knock, do you hear it? Does it sound like you're knocking on a door? Does it sound hollow?
It does.
There you go. Now let them cool. And then stick some butter or some ham, some cheese or egg in between them. And you've got a nice cutter.
I'm going to try it in some marinara sauce. I think it'll be pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like that. You can dip it in some marinara.
Because I always do love breadsticks in marinara, so this could be similar, maybe even better.
Something to try for sure. How are your breads looking?
Whoa!
There you go. There you go. And who said 10-year-old yeast couldn't do it? I'm gonna stick some butter in there and have some tea and have a nice little night snack.
These ones are mine.
Whoa.
This is the one with the Oreo in it.
And I got
Okay, I
creative
see it.
to do an Oreo in one. Zoe, you said you're gonna melt your butter and do what with it?
I'm going to brush it onto the bread, and then I'm going to sprinkle some salt on it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So
I like where you're going with that.
I'm a chef.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cut my Oreo one because I want to see how the Oreo looks inside.
Okay.
That's how it.
Ooh, very cool. Got a new creation. That's your Bajan meets American side. And that is called basically a Bajan Yankee. I did not like being called a Bajan Yankee at all because to me, I was Bajan. But I understand. Have you tried one yet, Zoe? Are you liking it?
It's pretty good.
Awesome.
I love it.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank Zoe for joining us this episode.
No, thank you. This was so much fun. It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Sanai, what do they need to do?
You need to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I think that's it.
Drop a comment below. Tell us about your favorite cutter. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hopefully this is sugar, not salt.
What is the slow pour that's happening? I've never seen a pour take so long.